I'll testify for you. Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Come on in. Come get tapped in, okay? Um, Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all my new viewers. Yeah, we growing. So please make sure you tap in with us. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Make sure you are tapping in um, with us monthly, okay? Um, for those of you that are new, let me just give a disclaimer. I am vision impaired, so when you see me looking this way, that way, up and down, whatever, it's either due to the lighting or maybe I'm just having a bad day, okay? If you know, you know. Ooh, I can't get it together. I don't know if it's allergies or what, but goodness, and it rained this rising, and I don't know, it's just throwing me off. But I hope y'all having an amazing Tuesday. I don't know if I've ever uploaded on a Tuesday before, so y'all know I'm an astrology head. Whew, goodness. The gods don't want me to speak today. What's going on? But hold on, before I get into that though, make sure you like, share, and freaking subscribe, okay? It is crazy that y'all will view but not subscribe. I mean, if you like me, is it gonna hurt you to subscribe? I mean, what's up with that? Like, can I be your sister? Like, come on, add me to your feed. Subscribe, please. And I also have a goal of 1,000 subscribers. And once I get to that 1,000, guess what? I'm going to give y'all a whole dance ensemble, okay? Yes, I'm going to bust a move for y'all. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it live or not. But yeah, just for y'all. And I've already chosen the song. But I can't tell y'all because then y'all don't have an idea of probably what I'm going to do. But back to what I was saying. So I'm a little bit of an astrology head. And today is Tuesday. Tuesday is ruled by Mars, okay? And Mars is ruled by the zodiac Aries, okay? Aries in tarot is the Emperor card. So very much so Big Daddy energy, but also the first physical aspect, okay? So a lot of times people will like to say war, but I'm just gonna say physical. Most people who have Aries highly aspected, or it's another. Hey, don't you be growling like that, y'all? He tripping today. Most people who have Aries highly aspected or Gemini usually are very attractive people, very hot. Okay, so yeah. Shout out to Aries. Anyway, I don't even know why I just went on and on a tangent about Aries when today is ruled by Mars. But yeah, they do coincide, they do go together. But anywho, moving right along. So, let me get some of this water though. While y'all like, share, and subscribe, okay? So, I've been having some conversations with some people over the past few days, maybe even a couple weeks or so, about this conversation of lying, right? I think that people oftentimes take lying too far, especially in relationships. There's this big what do you call it? Would it be considered a misnomer? It's like this thing where a lot of men believe, like, okay, lie to her if you love her, or lie to her if you care, or women can't handle the truth. But let me tell you something. That is like the biggest lie ever. And I'm going to tell you why. We are the ones that 9 out of 10 are more mentally capable of handling a situation. This is why we can still be with a man after he's cheated. We can still be with a man after he has had outside children on us. Okay? This is why we can be with a man when he's had relationships outside of our relationship, which is cheating, when the woman who you are in a public relationship with does not know about it. This is why we are mentally capable of you telling us the truth. What we can't handle and what we're not capable of is you telling us the lie. So I had to explain this to an individual. You know, my thing is, and I feel like a lot of women in my circle and women that I come across feel the same way. If you ladies do too, I mean, tap in the comments and let me know. But you would much rather a man be wholeheartedly honest with you, even if it strikes a nerve, rather than to him to lie to you. I don't care if it's about another woman, a child, your preference. Like, be real. Be that real with me. Because what I don't know, I can't protect, right? That's number one. And I usually make that known in any personal relationship I have. Tell me. And it's not to necessarily do damage control or to get ahead, but if you love me, tell me. Because why should everybody else be privy to information that I don't have? Why should everybody else know, but I don't know? So, lying, it's not it. It's not it at all. If you want to have other partners, if you want to have an open relationship, make that known. But lying to me, it's not going to benefit you. If anything, you're going to lose me. Because it's the number one thing that I hate. Is for people to come and tell me about my own relationship, or for people to come and tell me about my own friendship. What I don't know, I can't protect. And if you can't tell me, up front, then what else are you hiding, or what else are you lying to me about? And then another thing is, you know how when folks will tell you the smallest lie, like a ninja will say, oh, I'm going to the gas station. I'll be right back. I'm just going to put some gas in the car. But then be gone for 2 hours. And then he's like, well, what you asking me for? I told you I went to the... What? Like, what kind of lie is that? It don't take 2 hours to put gas in your car. Like, tell me a better lie. And that's another thing. If you truly care about me, tell me a better lie. Okay? So don't lie to me if you love me. But if you truly love me and care about me, tell me better lies. Because a lot of times, also, when y'all lie, this is for men and women. Because men lie, women lie, okay? We all have lied at some point. But when you lie, do not leave loopholes in your lies. Like, a lot of men are terrible at lying. That's the number one reason y'all shouldn't lie at all. Because y'all are terrible liars. Y'all leave so many loopholes in y'all story. Sometimes we just play dumb. We be knowing the whole dang on time. Y'all are terrible liars. It be so many loopholes and so many like, boy, this ninja don't even know that he makes sense. Like, he just told the worst lie. Did he just say? Like, a lot of times, y'all know y'all done had that moment where y'all be like, do he think I'm stupid, dumb, or slow? Because what? It didn't even make sense. And then it's like, but then you gotta pick and choose your battle, right? And it's kind of like, do I address it? Cause I know he lied. Is it worth it? Like, boy, this boy is a stupid liar. A stupid liar. But to go further, communication is important. I feel like a lot of times, sometimes, and I'll say we, because I done lied too. I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I'm on the phone, if I'm out somewhere or I'm in the middle of doing something and I get phone calls, because a lot of times people deem me as their personal therapist or their personal go-to person for reasoning or whatever it is, whether it's a business venture or whether it is their personal life. And sometimes, depending on what it's about, it can end up in tears. It can end up into, where you at? Because I'm gonna pull up to you right now. I need to just talk. I done had a person call me at 12 a.m. before, y'all. No lie, 12 a.m. And I feel like this is partly the reason why the creator will not let me be in a relationship yet. Is because this cannot be happening. But I really had, and this person, I didn't really deal with them like that. But called me at 12 a.m. was like, that I gotta talk to you right now. I need to talk right now before I go off. I'm about to go off. I'm about to choke a hoe. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. And I'm like, wait a minute. Well, hold up. Well, what? And I'm like halfway asleep when they called me. So, they just like going off. I need to pull up on you right now. I need to talk right now. So I'm like, okay. Like, chill. I was like, come on. I'm up. Whatever. Come on. So I'm literally trying to bring reason and resolution to a conflict in somebody else's life. In the wee hours, literally, from the time they called me at 12 a.m., it lasted. They probably got to my house at that time, probably at like maybe 12:30. And they was there in my kitchen. We was sitting at my kitchen table, man, probably until about 3, 4 in the morning. Literally just trying to talk this person through. Like, people literally think I'm their personal therapist. And I mean, it is part of me naturally to reason and resolve things and bring outcome and balance. That's just who I am naturally. But communication in relationships is important. In any relationship that you have, how we speak to each other is important. For me, I'm sensitive. Despite what you may think or others think, right? People tend to think I'm rough around the edges, or, I handle my own, and that's partly true. But at the same time, you usually don't catch that side of me until I feel like certain boundaries have been crossed. So, how you talk to a person, like for me, say I'm in a relationship with this guy, and I'm like, baby, let me get a couple dollars, get my feet done, or let me get let me hold $100, and he's like, shit, I got bills. You like, what? And first off, the cat just goes all the moisture just goes because what you just say. And then you got bills, as if I don't already know this, right? It's not like I don't already know this, right? So instead of saying, oh, I got bills, you could just said, you know what, that baby, I ain't got it today, but I got you on payday, right? Because we average living folk, right? So I got you on payday. Or, you know, I gotta take care of a couple things first, and then once I'm done handling business, I got you. Um, or even I ain't got it right now. You know, babe, I'm down and out. I ain't got it. You know, I'm be real with you. I ain't got it. The bills got me. These kids got me. You know, my little project got me. I'm done for this month. I'm hit. All I got is about gas and food. I'm gonna be like, okay, that's fine, babe. I was just checking. I was just seeing if if a sister could get her feet done. That's it. So, but to say I got bills and then leave it at that, that's poor communication, and that makes a woman feel a certain type of way and not being clear. Because I think sometimes men naturally have this is why I see it. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. This is not what is factual or necessarily true for every situation, but I feel that men naturally have flawed communication, right? It's just their nature. They can't help it. We're wired differently, so the way they communicate is difficult for us to process. And it's just like, even when they want us to be hella direct, but naturally we're not direct. So it's difficult for them to process that we're not as direct as they may want us to be. But sometimes it's in the way that you speak to a person, in the communication. And so just making things clear. Some things it's okay to keep mystery when you're in a relationship, because that keeps the other person, wanting you for a while. But then after a while, it gets old too, So be careful in keeping things mysterious for too long, because when it's mysterious for too long, it's like, okay, so what are you really doing? And what do you really got going on over there? And it's always an excuse as to why this, that, and the third isn't happening, okay? And I'll even give another example of poor communication that I recently encountered, right? From a dear individual to me. I really love and cherish this person. However, the communication, it be lacking. Okay, and when I say communication, because sometimes people think, well, I talk to them every day or I text them all the time. That don't mean the communication is clear, right? Because the second part of communication is comprehension. So how well did you comprehend what I just said? Because if you didn't comprehend what I just said, then we ain't getting nowhere. This communication ain't doing what it's supposed to do. So, but anywho, I have asked this individual to go out with me on multiple occasions, right? A couple of times, knowing that they are somewhat introverted, don't really do a lot of people, don't really do a lot of big events, which is fine unless it's something serious or important to them, which is fine, right? None of that is an issue. For me, for a while, I was like, well, damn, so you don't want to go anywhere, but we've been somewhere before, so I'm like, I'm really confused, but I don't want to do it again. Like, I feel like people always go to restaurants to eat, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to go eat all the time. Like, I don't want to go eat. I want to do something else. So, recently, and mind you, we haven't really done anything in years. I'm just going to put that out there. So I asked him, I said, well, do you like, hiking? Have you ever been hiking? And, they responded, well, yeah, somewhat on their job, because their job kind of requires them to save people in any type, get people out of any dangerous environment or save a person, in any dangerous environment. So, yes, Um, but then it kind of led to me saying, well, I know you're not outdoorsy type of person, but I figured since it's like a walk in the park, you know, why not? Instead of this person just saying, well, you know that, no, I'm not outdoorsy and I really don't want to go hiking because I don't like the outdoors. But I would like to do something with you. You know, you have to learn when we communicate with people, if you're sincere and you really care about the person, this is another thing. Learn to tell a person yes and no. Be clear. Don't create blurred lines. So it's either that, you know, I really don't like hiking, but, you know, I do like going to the movies, or I would like to go to the science center, or, you know, maybe we could do something like this, or let's go to a museum. Counter, what's the word? Counter offer with something, you know. But if you just say no, I really don't like because I just don't like because I don't like it. Okay, say no, you don't want to go with me because you don't want to go anywhere with me. Or counter offer, because that's being clear. Be clear on what you're trying to say to a person. In this day and age, there's either always blurred lines or there's just so much mystery to the point where it's like, damn, this is frustrating. I'm getting to a point where I don't want to deal with you because you're not being clear with me. Like, I'm so much easier to get along with when you're being clear. And this is on behalf of all women, I feel like. And ladies, if I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying, tap in the comments and let me know. But when a man is being clear on his position, it makes you more relaxed. It gives you an idea on where you're supposed to be in his life. And not even just with a man, that's with anybody, even with friends. Be clear on what it is. Because when you're not clear and things are just in limbo, and then it's like, but you're clear with every other aspect of your life. So now I'm creating a perception about you. And it may not be true. But because of how you're handling me, or because of the lack of communication, the lack of clarity, the fact that you're not being clear on what you should be communicating with me on. If we're just friends, say that. If we're just getting it on, just say that. If we're going to take a walk in the park and grab an ice cream today, just say that. If we going to get married, damn it, say that. If we going to go get pedicures, say that. If you my homegirl, say that. If you don't like me, stay away from me. That's as clear. There's nothing no clearer than that. But I feel like in today's world, we lack so much clear communication. Everything's like, like nobody has a clue as to what they're doing, where they're, it's like, okay, do you want water or would you like a glass of milk? And it's like, you're saying you want water, Ninja's still handing you a glass of milk. And it's like, I don't want that. I mean, do you not get it? I definitely felt like a Caucasian saying, do you not get it? I love y'all, by the way. No, just like, it was a little joke. But be clear on your communication. And that's another thing. What's that old saying? If it's not directed, it's not respected. a closed mouth don't get fed, right? All that and above. So be clear. You know, whether it's hard to communicate or not. Hell, I'm to the point, if you're that intimidated and you're that scared to talk, shit, send me a text message, but just be clear. Read your message over, you know what I'm saying, 2 or 3 times before you send it. And that's it. You know? That's it. Just be clear. Be clear like a glass of water, a bottle of water, you know? That's it. Just keep it simple. Yeah, just be clear. That's it. That's like the message for today, I feel like. Be clear. Oh, but I do have one last thing to say, and this is actually kind of like a fact. In fact, me and my best friend last night was talking and doing a little research at the same time, and we were talking about fertility issues, right? Because we've both been in predicaments throughout the years where we like, what? And I already have one child, right? But you know, I want more children for me and for my child. Really, what I want is I want a mini Nebuchadnezzar. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want a little girl. I do. But I'm at the point in my life also where I'm meeting people that either want a boatload of children. I'm like, dang, like really? Like we're gonna have to practice polygamy to satisfy your needs for children. I mean, I'm 30. I ain't trying to have a baby every year in my 30s. So yeah, because I mean men who want 7 children, 8 children, as many as we can have. And I'm like, okay, for me, my max is kind of like 3 and a oopsie, right? But that's it. But, you know, I'm going to say this, and I don't want to offend no man out there, but this is the reason why y'all need a good woman in y'all life, right? And I know all y'all into the, you know, the red pill way of thought and the patriarch way of thinking of lifestyle and this, that, and the third. I'll get into that on another day at another time, but, you know, I don't consume a bunch of that content anymore because I realize it's about what makes you happy and what works for you. And knowing that everything don't work for everybody, and some things can't be generalized and some things can. 2 things can be true at the same damn time. But anywho, what I've learned is that, you know, 50% of our fertility issues, at least within this country, is due to the men. Now, part of that could be that y'all don't want to, you know, have no babies, but most of that is due to your diet, right? And the lack of a good woman in your life, right? Because most of y'all don't stop by your mama's house every day for a plate, or stop by your mama's house if she's cooking, or buy your mama groceries so that she can cook you some food, right? And then most of y'all not in relationships, so you don't depend on that. But what I will say is, this is the reason why you need a good woman in your life, right? And it may not seem like a lot, because it's like, oh, I can cook for myself. But we know that our environment and our society, the hardest work is dealt to men, right? We know that women work in those fields too, but they're predominantly men in those fields because women don't choose those jobs. So, with that being said, we know y'all can cook too. But if your job is so physical demanding, or demands a lot of your schedule, 9 out of 10 you're eating some whack shit. Okay? So we need for y'all to consume things with minerals. Okay, so get your mineral intake up. Eat better. Incorporate some greenery. Incorporate some fresh fruits. Because y'all nutsacks ain't doing so well. Okay, and according to some other statistics, y'all got a lot of plastic caught down there. Okay, y'all got a lot of plastic from the food that you're consuming. So let's do better, okay? And if you a good woman, make sure you feeding a man every week. Somebody's son, just nobody's husband, okay? Don't y'all be fixing no place for nobody else's husband. Yeah, it should be getting real disrespectful. I done seen that happen too many times. I'ma warn you now, that's how it starts. Don't y'all be fixing place for nobody else's husband. But yeah, so please intake better, minerals and things, because the dog is wanting to. Okay. I'm losing my train of thought. Intake more minerals so that we can procreate out here. We have women out here hyperventilating, thinking there's something wrong with them when they're having, monthlies are on time and things of that nature, and yada yada yada. But it could be your husband, sis. It could be your boyfriend, sis. That's all I'm saying. Check his diet, see what he's putting in his mouth. Including you. Make sure you okay, because you could be the problem too if he's putting you in his mouth. But anyways, just make sure both parties are consuming enough minerals, fruits and vegetables, please. That should be predominantly what you're taking in over anything else. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and I see y'all should see my shirt. I'm repping myself today. I am a doula, so that is why I wanted to touch on that as well. If you're interested in any of my services, you can check me out on IG at Nebathet_the-goddess. I'll put it in the description. And yeah, my consultations are free, but I will tell you this: I only accept home births. I do not do hospital births at all. Okay, at all, because this is my area of expertise. And any child that I have delivered or assisted in the delivery with the family and the parents is living healthy, happy, and doing well in life. So yeah. But that's another subject for another day. That might be on my next. I might have to give y'all a little. Yeah, I might have to tell y'all some things. But I'm Nebathet_the-goddess on IG if you're interested in any of my services that I provide. I also provide virtual services as well. And I will travel to you. As long, it just depends on where you at. So yeah. And my price is reasonable. I done heard what they be charging on the West Coast for a doula. $7,000, $10,000. Whoa, they tripping out there. They tripping. But yeah, so I'm definitely well under that. Yeah, they tripping. They charge y'all some high prices out there, but I mean, I guess the cost of living is high. So, but yeah, and there's also one other thing I wanted to start, because and it's actually this came across my mind a few days ago, right? Because I noticed that a lot of content creators always post their Cash App and want ducats. I honestly get on here because I want to. And I feel like I have something to say. And the love, the views, the likes, the subscribes, that's good enough for me. That's all I want from y'all. But what I do want to do is I want to start something called Pass the Love. Because I've been told to put my Cash App up or whatever before, but I just think that's kind of, I don't know. That just ain't really my forte, my stilo. It just ain't me. But what I do want to do is start something called Pass the Love. And so another thing y'all can do is if y'all follow over on IG at Nebathat_the Goddess, I'm going to put it in the description box below. Make sure you go over there, follow, and go ahead and drop something in my DM. And like your cash tag is what it's called. Drop your cash tag, and every time I upload over here, I'm gonna post a different different cash tag in the description box. Okay, and that's who we're gonna pass the love to. Now, what I will say is, if I get 3,000 views or I get how many ever views, I'm asking all those viewers to send that person whose cash tag is in the description box $1. Because we all experiencing, inflation, some financial differences. So don't hurt your pockets. You know what I'm saying? If you got $1, send $1. That's just enough. That's $1 more than what that person had. And so the first person that I'm actually gonna put the cash tag below my my Instagram name in the description box is Angel. I ain't gonna say her last name on here, but her name is Angel. Angel. Okay, I had some technical difficulties there. In the midst of giving a cash tag. So yeah, Angel was a client of mine 2 years ago. She recently had a house fire. I want to say it's probably been like over maybe a month now. But she lost everything. So if we could pass the love to Angel, okay? And I'm put her cash tag in the description box under my IG. And her cash tag is Angelique Love 1, I believe. $ Angelique Love 1. But that will be in the description box as well. So if y'all could please at least send her $1, right? If this video gets 3,000 views and everybody sends her $1, I'm sure she will feel the love, okay? Because she's really having it a little hard right now. Besides the house fire, she's just also going through, some life-altering changes. And sometimes we have those difficulty, life-altering events, it takes us a minute to get to where we're going. And sometimes in the midst of it, we just need a little push, a little help. And hopefully if we all send her $1, that will do her some good, right? But aside from that, today, I just really want y'all to walk away with be clear. Be clear on what you're trying to say. Be clear on what you're trying to do. Don't even try. Be clear on what you're saying. Be clear on what you're doing. Be clear on where you're going in life. Just be clear. Be clear on who your circle is. Be clear on who your friends are. Be clear on who isn't your friend, and who mess with you and who don't. That's really it. Because here we really just work with the shadow, right? And part of it is exposing the parts and aspects of ourselves that ain't so fun to handle or to deal with at times. So I only hope that by me sharing my life, and by me sharing my experiences, that it inspires and it helps and provokes change in others. All right. But with that being said, y'all make sure y'all head over to IG. Y'all follow me, okay? Y'all better follow me, right? And my consultations are free. If you, your wife, loved one, anybody is interested in having a home birth or interested in having a doula at all, my consultations are free. And make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, all right? And until then, love yourself, all right? Because nobody else will. I'm out of here. Peace.